Hello everybody and welcome to Voice of Fire Tarot. For today's reading, this is going to be the third in my chakra series and is going to be on your solar plexus chakra and how it is activating your inner fire. So far I've already covered the crown chakra and the root chakra. So I've topped and tailed the 7 main chakras, and I can give you the links below in the comments below as well for this. My plan initially was to cover the heart chakra because that is the bridge or the central chakra between the upper and lower chakras. But I have been feeling called and compelled to talk about our inner fire or igniting the inner fire. And I've been thinking about this in relation to the symbolism and the power of the dragon as well. So what I did, I pulled a tarot card because I wanted just to clarify where I was going with this. I just wanted to know, what chakra is really best for me to cover next. And the card I got was the Page of Wands, which is obviously a very, very fiery card. So this confirmed for me my decision to do the solar plexus next. So for those of you who are not so sure about chakras and how they work, there are 7 main chakras in the body, and the solar plexus is the 3rd main chakra, and it is located above the navel, and it sits on the upper belly at the point or just below the point of the diaphragm. It is associated with the element of fire, and it governs things such as our willpower, our self-power, our self-esteem, our motivation, our drive. So basically things that activate or to do with activating our inner fire, hence the title of this reading. So if we have any imbalances or blockages in this chakra, it will manifest in many ways. And this could include being too passive, not feeling in control, feeling controlled, not kind of feeling in control of your own willpower, not having willpower, having low self-esteem, a lack of drive and a lack of motivation. On the other hand, if it's also unbalanced, you could be overly aggressive or overly domineering. So it is really, really important that this chakra is balanced. When it is balanced, what happens is that we are assertive in the right way. We are assertive and we are able to project our wishes, our ideals, our dreams, and our actions in an assertive, balanced way rather than an aggressive way. And this will obviously help our interpersonal relationships to be much more harmonious, and we will have much more self-esteem if this chakra is balanced. Okay then, so for each group, what I've done is denoted each group with a dragon with its own unique sense about it. So if you pick the first group, you will be selecting this lovely purple and silver dragon. It just happens that they have skulls underneath. Don't worry too much about that. I'm focusing mainly on the image of the dragon. So yeah, that's the first one for the first group. That's the back of it. And there we are. And if you select the second group, a very different energy here actually. We have a baby dragon that is emerging from an egg. Okay. If you select the third group, it will be this lovely blue and yellow or blue and gold dragon. Okay. And if you select the fourth group, it will be this gold, and I think it's kind of a bronzy gold dragon as well. Again, this dragon is sitting on top of a skull. Okay. So just see which dragon, which group you most connect with. It could be more than one. It could be several. It could be 2, 3 or 4, or just one. So just to take your time, pause the video if necessary and select which dragon or group most resonates with you. Please remember also that these are general readings, so just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Okay, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you at your reading. Goodbye. Hello Group 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely purple and silver dragon, and this reading will be about how your solar plexus chakra is activating your inner fire. Okay, so let us begin. So Spirit, what I'd like to know firstly please, is I'd like to know about the state of the solar plexus chakra of people in Group 1. I'd like to know if there's any blockages, any imbalances, and how effective is their solar plexus chakra in activating their inner fire, please. Group 1. Okay, we have the King of Swords, followed by the Eight of Swords, followed by the Hermit. So what I see instantly from here is that there is some kind of blockage in your solar plexus chakra, and I feel that it's to do with insecurity about your own knowledge and your own wisdom, in the sense that you don't feel secure to actually project it forward. It's like you're unsure of whether what you're thinking, your wisdom, things like that, is something that is true, that is something that is possibly worth hearing. So I'm feeling there is some sort of something to do with self-esteem happening here. And I feel that you are already doing some work on the solar plexus chakra, and I feel that you are trying to build up some confidence. Obviously the throat chakra is to do with talking and communicating, but also the solar plexus chakra is very much connected to that as well. It's connected to projecting ourselves. There's that confidence that we have as we're speaking, as we're conveying our thoughts, our opinions, our ideas. And I'm feeling there's something holding you back in terms of projecting this out. It's like a confidence and a self-esteem. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm seeing this with this Eight of Swords here. And it's definitely something that can be resolved. And I see a glimmer here of your solar plexus chakra. We see this lovely golden light. So there's a glimmer here. And what it's telling me is that you've done a lot of work on this chakra. And it's also telling me that you have a lot of wisdom. You've done a lot of self-analysis as well, as we see with this major arcana, the Hermit. So you've got a lot of wisdom. And you do actually have a lot of clarity. But there's something to do with confidence, possibly you said something before and it wasn't possibly taken the right way, or you weren't taken seriously, and it's making you feel a bit restricted. So I do feel there's blockages in terms of self-confidence in the way you talk and in the way you project your ideas. But there's definitely, surrounding this Eight of Swords, I can see here we have clarity, and this is a very intelligent king as well. And we have the Hermit. There's a lot of wisdom behind it. So I'd like to delve deeper into this, please, Spirit, about the state of the solar plexus chakra, please. I'd like to know how is it activating their inner fire. Obviously, there are blockages. So I'd like to know more about these blockages, please, and these imbalances that are stopping people in Group 1, stopping them, projecting, activating that inner fire to the maximum. Okay, we have the Hanged Man, another major arcana, followed by the Nine of Cups, followed by the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is to me, this major arcana, the Hanged Man, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Yes, you do have access to a lot of, I would say, kind of ethereal, quite high level, high vibrational ideas and messages, but there's also, I feel there's a stagnation. It's like I feel that I see this light emanating from his head. This is like the yellow light of the solar plexus chakra, but it's like you're in a state of limbo with it. It's like I see this hanged man in this low polarity. It's about being stagnated. I'm not able to move forward at this particular moment. So it definitely is a blockage. And again, it's to do with communication. Definitely to do with communication and pushing that through. And yeah, again, we have a lot of ideas and there's a lot of firepower here, as I see with this Ace of Wands. This is bright new, this is passion, this is inspiration, this is bringing things that are new. So you definitely have a lot of ideas. Now, this Nine of Cups, I feel like I just get the image from this, is that you were sitting, literally or metaphorically, on, it's like you're sitting on a box or on a table and these ideas are underneath it, they're behind the curtain, or this idea, it's like you're not letting it out for some reason, and it's to do with a blockage in the solar plexus chakra, definitely. And it's to do with confidence as well, definitely to do with confidence. Okay, let's get a bit more information using the oracle cards, please. I'd like to know a bit about the colour. Let's have a little look. Okay, spit more information, please, about the solar plexus chakra of people in group 1. It's interesting looking at the colour of this, the purple colour, which is really, to do with the upper chakras, the third eye, the crown as well, and it matches this kind of the colour on the dragon as well, this purple, and also the silvery colour. So yes, I think you are connected to something that's very high vibrational. You're connected to the spiritual realm, but you're not communicating it. Oh wow, we have silver here, which is matching the silver here on this dragon. And what it says here is to be persistent. Yeah, there's definitely work that needs to be done, but things I feel are progressing. It's like you've got this, I see this as kind of an igniter or motor that's coming behind this hermit. It's like you're getting ready to release that wisdom. Okay. I'm going to use this numerology deck now, I think. Please tell me more information about the solar plexus chakra of people in group 1, please. Compassion. And again, it's interesting, we have this purple colour, which again is third eye, crown, them sorts of colours. I feel that it's to do with compassion with yourself. This is what I really, really feel with this. It's like there's possibly a lack of compassion for yourself. It's like you don't have the confidence. It's like there's a lack of self-belief in your ideas, and that they deserve to be projected to the world. You probably don't treat yourself very well, your inner self. And it's kind of got you in a kind of a pattern, a repetitive way of treating yourself, as we see here. And it's feeling very quite restrictive. But as you can see with this Eight of Swords, her legs aren't tied, so she is easily able to get out of this bind that she's in and move on from this Hanged Man energy. It's like you've got all the ideas, now you can actually, project them. Okay. I'd like to know, please, Spirit, now. I'd like to know, how is the state of the solar plexus chakra of people in group 1? How is it affecting their life on a daily basis, please? We have the, I'm going to move these out of the way just to create a bit more room. We have the Three of Wands, followed by the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're on the precipice of something. So it's like the work you were doing on the solar plexus chakra is starting to pay off. but we still have some blockages. I feel that you are aware of the possibilities and that are open to you on the horizon. It's like, for example, you could be in a particular job, but you know that you're worth more than what you're doing, that you can do much, much more. But it's like you're on the precipice looking out, you're assessing things at the moment. It's like you're seeing some sort of golden opportunity, but as yet, you're wanting to step off, go more and more out of your comfort zone, but something's stopping you. And I think it is to do with self-love and self-compassion as well. And I also feel that Spirit is offering that to you in some way. Okay, more information about this, please, Spirit. How is it affecting their daily life, please, people in group 1? We have the Six of Swords, followed by the Six of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Swords. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing here, there is some isolation from others. It's like you have, I just feel in frustration with this Five of Swords, and the frustration as well with the Six of Swords. There's like a need for you to move on, but you're kind of stuck at the moment. It's a frustration that you're seeing other people with ideas and talents, things like that, like yourself, or maybe not as good, and you're frustrated that they may be getting on in the world, and you're in a state of limbo, and it's quite frustrating. And it's like you're in that state of limbo and you're waiting for things to improve. This is what I'm feeling. You're waiting to get your fair share of opportunities and abundance that is in the world. This is what I'm feeling. But there is, what you needing to do is move on from something. It's move on from these blockages. It's like you're kind of stuck in these murky waters at the moment. But things are happening. This boat is starting to move. I do really, really feel that. Well, let's get more information about this. So I'm going to use this deck, I think. So how is this solar plexus affecting their daily life, please, Spirit? Or people in group 1? We have body and soul. Yeah, I'm feeling that there's kind of a body and soul disconnection. It's like your soul know what it wants to do, and you know what you want to do on a conscious level, but it's like your body is kind of blocking it, or your confidence in yourself. There's something to do with that. But it's telling me that your body is the key, because obviously the solar plexus is to do with action, so that can be physical as well. It's to do with that drive, that willpower, that physical energy as well. So it's possibly something there that's kind of stopping you. For some of you, there might have been a degree of ill health, whether that be mental or physical, that has made you feel also quite restricted in pushing forward your ideas, which is interesting. Let me get some more information on this. Okay, I think I'll use the numerology deck again. I think that's what's leading to the frustration as well. For obviously no fault of your own. There's possibly been some ill health in some sort of way that's made you feel frustrated and stuck. Individuality. I feel that I'm looking at the red, and this is kind of the power building and building up. It's like a pressure cooker. This is what I see this as. There is definitely a frustration. You're wanting to move on. You know what you're capable of, but it's just that extra impulse, that physical energy and that confidence in order to push it out as well. And I feel that you are very individual. You are very, very unique talents and capabilities that does set you apart from others. And because they're so unique, you need that extra bit of confidence to convince people of their worth as well. Which is, it's like you're trying to build this confidence up. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like you're trying to build it up until it's the right time to make your move. That's what I'm feeling from this. It's like you're definitely waiting for something. Okay. I'd like to know, please, Spirit, do you have any tips or advice on how people in group 1 can activate this inner fire by unblocking and balancing the solar plexus chakra? So what can they do to unblock it, please, so they can activate this inner fire more? Because definitely this inner fire, I feel, is building and building up because of frustration. What can they do, please? Okay. We have the Six of Swords, followed by the Hermit. Again, these cards are being repeated. Followed by the Ten of Wands. Yeah. I'm feeling that what this is saying is that Spirit doesn't want you to put too much pressure on yourself. As I said, you've probably been through something that's quite difficult, something that's made you ill physically or mentally, and it's saying things will change, things will move, but kind of go at your own pace, and there is still work to do. And try not to carry all these burdens all at once. These possibilities will still be there waiting for you, but it's kind of that self-care. It's time to take this time now to self-reflect on where you're going and the direction in which you want to go. It's kind of saying there is a need to move on, so keep going with the process, but kind of nurture yourself here. Also, we have this Knight of Cups here, which to me is Spirit offering you something. So I'm feeling this man who is rowing the boat, this is possibly one of your spirit guides or spirit or somebody, one of your spirit team is actually guiding you across the water. From turbulent waters to more calm waters as well. So I really feel that they're saying don't push it too much. Have a bit of compassion for yourself and how far you've come. Okay. And yeah, don't carry all these burdens alone. Spirit is there to guide you. You are still in a stage of reflection and deep inner work, but try not to see it as that you're stagnated and this is the way that things are always going to be, because I feel that it isn't. I feel there was a lot of energetic work going on, and it's kind of like you need to drop all these burdens and accept that help from Spirit. Use this time now to really evaluate where you're going, how far you've come, and basically the steps that you need to take to move on in the way that you want to. Okay, so I'm going to get more information about this. Any tips you have, please, for people in group 1, please, and how to improve the energy flow through their solar plexus chakra so they can activate this inner fire, please. We have 4 of Swords, followed by the Queen of Cups, followed by the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is further emphasizing that at the moment, it's possibly a good time for you to let Spirit take some of the burden. You need to rest. This is what it's saying here. You need to rest. You need to recuperate. And I'm seeing this golden color. So I'm feeling that by you resting, possibly, through getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, also meditating, giving yourself time to do that, what will happen is that you are being infused with this lovely golden light. Golden yellow light is also the light, the firepower of the solar plexus chakra itself. So it's like you are getting re-energized by doing this. And also, as I said, deep reflection. Both of these cards are very, this is to do with analysis, the Hermit card, and obviously self-reflection. Again, with your emotions, really get in tune with your intuition as well. Okay, really try and develop that. And also, what it's telling me is the more you push and try and carry all these frustrations, all these sticks, all these wands, the more that pressure will build and you will feel blocked. The blocks will get worse. Okay, you'll feel much more heavy. So what it's telling me is to go with the flow and basically just rest, recuperate, recharge, reflecting where you are and where you're going, and appreciate really how far you've come. That's what it's telling me. Okay, I'm going to use this self-care deck now, just for a little bit more advice, please, Spirit. And anything practical a group one can do for their solar plexus chakra to activate their inner fire, please. Massage. Okay, I think this is just to do with looking after yourself, possibly pampering yourself. It could be for somebody who's going on a spa weekend, just having that time to rest and looking after yourself. And I feel it's about looking after your physical and your mental health. That is what is paramount at the moment. And it's interesting, a lot of these cards are to do with inner work, inner reflection. We have this, I won't say dormant, but there was definitely an inner light here that just needs a bit more work, that will start to emerge, but you just have to give it some time. I'm going to use this deck now, I think. Any more advice, please, for people in group 1? We have altar dedication. Yeah, what I said about meditating before, there might be certain practices. This could be, spells, could be intentions, set intentions, things like that. So it doesn't have to be anything really, really physically active. But I'm looking at the word dedication, and it's actually been dedicated to the whole journey, not looking for a quick fix. You've got all the elements here. You've got the water with the chalice, you have earth with the pentacle, and obviously the book. You've got, I think there's air in this as well. Some incense there for air, and you have the candles for fire. So all of elements are at your disposal, but you just have to give it time and dedication. Okay, there is work you're doing, but they want you to continue it, and things will eventually start to improve, and you will be able to project all these new ideas, and your confidence will build, and things will start to feel much more natural for you. And this is your way of unblocking your solar plexus chakra in the right way for you. Okay, so thank you, group 1. I hope that reading resonated or provided some help. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe. Please feel free also to leave any comments below. Okay, thank you very much and goodbye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose this baby dragon emerging from an egg. Okay, he's just broken through the egg. All right, and this reading will be about your solar plexus chakra and how it is activating your inner fire. So to start off, Spirit, please can you give me information about the current state of the solar plexus chakra of people in group 2, please? So can you tell me about any blockages, any imbalances, please? Generally about the energy flowing through it. And how is their solar plexus at the moment? How is this chakra activating their inner fire, please, for people in group 2? Their solar plexus chakra. Okay, been all upside down. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, followed by the Queen of Wands, followed by the Page of Pentacles. Okay, it's looking good so far, Group 2. I feel that you are emerging from something. Obviously, this dragon is emerging from the egg. It's from you moving on from somewhere where you felt quite stuck, and it's to do with your own drive and your own confidence. And I feel at the moment you're reaching a point where you're actually starting to see, you're starting to make the connection that you actually do have the willpower, and your confidence is really building, and you are seeing a future for yourself in terms of projecting your confidence and your willpower into the outer world or the physical world as well. This is because you've gone through some sort of transition from one state of thinking to another. It's like you build up a lot of confidence, and we have the Queen of Wands here. She is to do with, well, complete self-confidence, self-mastery of the willpower. She's quite happy to project herself out into the world. She's not worried about other people's opinions. She's very, very comfortable in her own skin as well. And yeah, she's very, very fiery as well. Obviously in a feminine way as well. So very creative, very fiery as well. So this is what I feel that there's a major transformation going on in your solar plexus chakra at the moment. And it's like it's like that final hurdle that you're getting through, that you've really, really developed a lot, and you're starting to see the wood through the trees. And I feel that you've done a lot of work on this chakra, and things are really starting to improve for you. So I'd like to get a bit more information about this, please. The solar plexus chakra of people in Group 2, please. It's like there's a new confident self emerging. And this is because of the blockages that are being released, the balance that is being restored in your solar plexus chakra, and the inner fire is starting to emerge or evolve. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Ten of Wands, followed by the Nine of Cups. Lovely. I feel that on the heels of this move, this shift in your perceptions of yourself and your place in the world, that this is coming behind it. This to me is complete abundance. It's like you're ascending through the earth plane to a state of abundance, possibly self-mastery as well. All right. And I think you have been carrying a lot of energy. And I feel with this Ten of Wands that the energy is really starting to burst through. I feel that it's a Ten of Wands because it's so much energy that is involved in this. This is all fire energy, and it's built up, and it's really starting to push through now. Okay, and I feel that possibly you might have felt quite tired before, but I feel like your energy reserves, things are built up so much that you possibly felt tired carrying all this, but now I feel that it's working in your favor because it's built up all the energy and it's actually burst through all them blockages. And it's like you made the effort and it's paying off. You've got that self-confidence that's really starting to emerge. If you don't recognize that self-confidence at the moment, what it's telling me is that on an energetic level, things are changing and things will start to materialize quite quickly in the real world. You start to notice, it's like you won't recognize yourself from your previous self as well. You start to see a new confident you. And what I'm seeing is, yeah, as I said before, you're able to look out into your future. You've got some clarity about it. You can make some steps. I really feel that there is some sort of new venture as well with some of you, possibly starting a new business, getting that job promotion, something like that. And again, on the back of this, we have complete. It's like you can now rest. It's like you've completed that stage, building up their self-confidence, taking them baby steps every day, and they're built up into big steps. And you're at a stage now, it's like you're able to sit there and just reflect and appreciate all this self-mastery, this self-power that you built up. And that is what I'm seeing with this. It's kind of this emotional satisfaction as we're seeing with the Nine of Cups. Okay, right, so I'm going to use this deck, I think, just to get a bigger picture, or a different perspective, I should say, or to clarify this perspective on the, oh, that flew out. Earth Magic, that's a lovely card. Yes, it's like you're starting to ground your ideas and your dreams and your wishes and your hopes into reality. It's like you're more connected with the earth. We have the Page of Pentacles here. He's an earth messenger. And yeah, it's like you see something. It's like a goal you have. You're able to see it. You're able to now walk on the earth, feel grounded, really connect with the earth. And it's like you have a direction that you're going in. And obviously the Ten of Pentacles is complete abundance and achievement on the earth plane as well. Okay, this is very positive. Anything else? I'd like to know a bit about the colour. The colours associated, please, with the solar plexus chakra or people in group 2, please. We have Cherry, live an extraordinary life. Yeah, I think things will start to feel extraordinary compared to your life before. There's like a shift where you possibly felt a lack of confidence. You probably felt, oh, I would never be able to do this business. I would never be able to do this. I would never be able to portray myself in that way. I don't have the confidence. But now things are definitely starting to change. It's like you're starting to feel comfortable in your own skin and your passions are building up. You're able to actually project your passions and see a future in them and project them in the way that you want to do. Lovely. Okay. So a good start, group 2. I'd like to know, please, Spirit, I'd like to know how the state of their solar plexus chakra, how is it affecting their life, please, on Earth? Their 3D life on Earth, please, of people in group 2. I think I've done this upside down. So we have the King of Wands, followed by the Page of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Swords. I'll just check, was that deck upside down? Yes, it was. So actually, the King of Pentacles would be upside down. Okay, I think I got that right. Okay. Yes, so what I'm feeling here is that you have a sense of self-power. Definitely. It's interesting, we've got the Queen of Wands and we have the King of Wands. So this is more the feminine energy, that creative, that spontaneous energy, and confidence in your body, confidence in how you portray yourself. And then we have this King of Wands. This is harnessing that fire energy, that firepower, that inner fire. It's like you're really starting to activate it. You're starting to harness it. You're starting to control it as well. And what I'm seeing here, this King of Pentacles, I believe, is in the reverse. So I believe if it was in the upright position in this instance, it would have possibly meant that you would have be feeling a bit stuck, a bit kind of set in your ways. But I think things have overturned. Things have been uprooted. So it does feel a bit, you possibly feel a bit unstable, a bit uprooted because you're feeling that you could be in a current job or doing something at the moment that has always felt quite easy and felt quite samey and felt quite stable. Okay, but now it's like you've got a new perspective on things because you've built up that confidence. This has all been uprooted or overturned, and this will possibly make you feel quite possibly unstable because you're going through a massive shift. You're building in your confidence and you're starting to realize all the possibilities that lay open for you. And as I say, any sort of change like this, any dramatic energetic change, this would be uncomfortable on the earth plane because you're actually uprooting everything you've known before. Okay. And this is possibly, I feel it's like you might feel a bit isolated from people or current situations that you're in. You could be in a job where you feel this doesn't feel right to me anymore. I don't feel right. I feel like there's something much better for me. I feel that my skills lay elsewhere. So I'm feeling that's happening for some of you. It's like you've outgrown possibly some of the people or some of the situations or some of the jobs that you've been in up to now. It's like you've outgrown them. Okay, that's an interesting energy. So I'm going to get more information about this. How is it affecting their daily lives, please? The solar plexus chakra of people in group 2. I almost get a feeling that there's like a leader emerging within you, a leader that you never knew existed, as we see with this King of Wands. Someone that's very powerful, and obviously with leadership, it can feel quite lonely at times. So it definitely could be something to do with some sort of position you have in the workplace. It's like that kind of professional leadership separation from others as well. So we have the Lovers card, followed by the Sun card, followed by the Strength card. Yeah, I'm feeling that it is feeling quite difficult for you because it's like your eyes have been opened as to what your potential actually is, and it's actually like you're aware now of how much self-power that you actually have, and it's taken you a lot of strength to actually battle against the status quo of where you are at the moment. But what's happened is you are getting help from spirit through this major arcana, this strength card. They're giving you that strength in order to carry on. And yes, things have been upturned, uprooted. The status quo has been uprooted for you because your eyes have been opened. And it's like it's connected you to your true spirit, your inner child, all the things that have potential. Another major arcana, the Sun. This is about illumination, complete illumination for you. Okay. And then, yes, it's like you're connected to who you truly are, which is what I'm seeing with the Lovers. So I don't feel it's to do with another person. I feel it's some sort of internal transformation that's happening. I feel that it's to do with possibly your soul purpose or your life purpose, and that is possibly to be a leader either of other people or of yourself. Okay, so it could be some sort of independent, and it's like you're connected to who you're meant to be. That's what I'm seeing by this. And I feel you are possibly getting support. We have an angelic card here with the angel Raphael. And I believe you have some sort of spirit guide that's helping you as well through this. So you are getting support from the higher realms with this major transformation for you at the moment, with this emergence that you are going through. Interesting. Okay. I'd like to know a bit more about this, please, Spirit. How is this affecting the daily lives of people in group 2, please? Their solar plexus chakra at the moment. We have bearing fruit. Yes, definitely. It feels uncomfortable. Now, I'm not saying, it's not saying leave your job or cut yourself off from somebody else. What it's saying is that you're elevating yourself into, it's like a new version of you is emerging, and anything that doesn't sit right with you will just naturally fall away. You'll gravitate towards a situation or towards people that are more in line with your soul purpose, I think. And that's a natural process that's happening. Yes, it does feel uncomfortable, but I feel that you are bearing the fruits of abundance. At the moment they get to show, but positive things will start to take place. It's like new roots are being formed. You've been uprooted, but a new tree has been planted. Okay, a tree of abundance, I should say. Okay, I'm going to look at this numerology deck now. I'd like to know a bit more about this, please. Yes, new beginnings. Yeah, and we have this lovely red color as well. It's like your fire, your inner fire has been activated, and it is a new beginning. And new beginnings can feel very, very uncomfortable, okay? But it's very, very much worth it. And we have the number 1, which is to do with, this is like the leadership number, the number as well in numerology. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what I'd like to know now, please, Spirit, do you have any tips for people in group 1 on how they can further enhance the flow of energy through their solar plexus chakra in terms of removing blockages, making it even more balanced to allow that inner fire to be activated, please? And this is for people in group 2. We have the Devil card, followed by the Hermit, followed by the King of Wands again. Okay. I'm feeling from this that you might feel, you're starting to feel really, really confident, but possibly not to, it's because you've got that self-power. It's like there's a responsibility that comes with power as well. And I feel what it's telling you is to use it in the right way for the good of yourself and the good of others. Because it's possibly the devil's to do with temptation. So it's possibly you've come into this sense of self-power that you've possibly never had. And it's tempting to be, overly domineering, trying to control everything. But what it's saying is just take a step back and just always maintain that stance of reflecting how you come across, where you're going as well. And again, yes, there is a big responsibility that comes with leadership as well. And I think it's about being a wise leader of other people and of yourself as well. And this is about controlled fire energy. The King of Wands is about controlled. He's harnessed that power. It's really controlled fire energy. It's not like the Knight of Wands where you're going, full throttle. This is controlled and is harnessed. Okay, it's like you're in it for the long term, but so just harness that inner fire, and things will start to develop. Things will start to develop in the right way. Okay, this could also be because the Devil card is associated with the astrological sign of Capricorn, and obviously Capricorn is to do with determination, grounding. Getting your objectives, getting what you want materially on planet Earth. This could also be to do with that as well for a lot of you. But yeah, what it's saying is always have that self-awareness. That self-awareness is really, really important, not to lose sight of that. That's really important. And that will also help your development as well. Okay. Anything else about this, please, Spirit? Any practical tips for people in group 2, please? Oh, sorry, just dropped the cards everywhere. What can people in group 2 please do to activate the inner fire of their solar plexus chakra even more, please? We have the Two of Wands, followed by the Knight of Swords, followed by the Knight of Wands. It's very interesting that I mentioned not going full throttle like the Knight of Wands. Okay, what it's saying is this energy must come first, this King of Wands. There's more harnessed rather than go full throttle. And again, we've got the Knight of Swords, which is also, in a mental way, it's about that full throttle. Again, it's saying what they wanted to do is just beware of this. Really, really pause and reflect on where you are. Having that self-awareness is really important. It's like thinking before you speak. Okay, it's like, for example, you might feel confident about something, and something could come out in the wrong way. So what they're trying to say is just take that moment and pause and reflect. Okay, and yeah, as I said, with power, self-power, comes a lot of responsibility, and it's like you're holding the responsibility of the world in your hands. And this person I see, he's like a leader, but he's an intelligent leader. He's also, he's very, very powerful, but he has a responsibility. He's holding that world, and it's about measured actions, measured firepower. Okay. Lovely. So I'm going to get some oracle cards just to finish off. I'm going to use this Witch's Wisdom oracle deck. Any practical tips, please, for people in... I'm dropping the cards all over the place. For people in group 2, please. We have Watchtower of the East, Spring. Yeah. What it's saying is things will happen naturally. The seasons occur naturally. Let things evolve in their own way, the way they're meant to. It's like you have a new beginning. Spring, things are emerging, things are coming to life. And it's going with that flow in a really, really happy, positive way. Wow, it's lovely, that is. So anything else you want to say, please? Any practical tips for people in group 2, please? We have sound healing. Yeah, I'm just feeling from this, it's to do with meditation, taking time by yourself, doing things you enjoy as well. I will get a clarify for this. Possibly for some of you, it might be listening to music that you like, listening to what people say, any advice, any feedback, anything like that, and really reflecting and meditating on that as well. Okay, I'd like some more information about this, please, Spirit. Please, can you clarify the sound healing card for me, please? We have 8 of Pentacles. This to me is like, it's like getting your head down and working on something really productively. And it's like going with the flow of the rhythms. It's like being aware of your surroundings as well, but also it's like being engrossed in your work. It's like, possibly it's like connecting through the medium of sound. So any messages you get about it, so you could get some sort of synchronicity or clairaudience sort of message that could help you in that process as well. Okay, but it's definitely saying it's definitely a work in progress, and to keep working on it. Things, you've come to a stage of confidence, but there's a way you can develop it further. And this is what this card is about. It's about development. It's what I see. It's about development. It's about working on something and to keep working and working and working on it. Okay. And this to me is like just taking that time to tune in to the vibrations around you. It's taking that time to just tune in with different frequencies to be more self-aware as well. Okay, so thank you, Group 2, for tuning in. Very positive reading there. If you liked, please like, comment, share, subscribe as well. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Hello, people in Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely blue and gold dragon, and this reading will be about how your solar plexus chakra is activating your inner fire. And I will be asking Spirit also about how this is affecting your daily life, whether there's any blockages, anything like that in this chakra. And also if Spirit has some tips for unblocking or balancing this solar plexus chakra so that you can activate your inner fire in the right way, which is the most positive way for your life. Okay, so let us begin. Spirit, for Group 3, please can you give me information about the current state of the solar plexus chakra? Please tell me about any blockages or any imbalances that is affecting the flow of energy through the solar plexus chakra and its ability to activate the inner fire of people in Group 3, please. The solar plexus chakra. Oh, 2 come out, 1 did come out there. Here and this one. We have the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. That's interesting. We have a 5 and a 4. And then we have the 6 of Swords, followed by the Death card. Okay. I'm seeing major transformation and major shifting going on, but I still feel that there is some work to do, and there is a bit of a cluster of confusion and a mixture of energies with this. It's like internal conflict that's going on with this solar plexus energy, and I think it's to do with kind of confronting external energies. It could be to do with people outside or energies outside in the world. It's kind of, I get the feeling like you're oohing and ahhing, whether to project yourself out into the world or whether not to. So there's some sort of inner conflict going on as well. If it's not external, it's definitely internal as well. But there's definitely a balance that's coming through, and there's some sort of harmony that wants to come through. So I'm feeling that this will come through after. I get a feeling that you were getting a switch from the 5 of Wands to the 4 of Wands once this shift has occurred, and I believe it's to do with your mental perceptions of things. Then we get this major transformational scorpionic energy as we have here with the Death card. Okay, so more information about this, please, Spirit, about the solar plexus chakra of people in Group 3, please. That's really weird. On the bottom of this deck, we have the Death card as well. So really, really emphasizing a major transformation, the end of something and the beginning of something new. So we have the 9 of Wands. So I think this process has made you feel quite battered and possibly quite tired as well. And then we have the King of Swords. It's like a new era of clarity that is coming through for you, a new era of confidence in how you project your ideas and your opinions out into the world. And within yourself, your inner confidence as well. And then we have the Chariot. So this is effortless firepower. This is complete solar plexus energy. And it's got that kind of help from Spirit as well to project that through. So I feel that at the moment you are feeling a lot of resistance and confliction, which is what I'm seeing here, and it's making you feel quite tired. But it is what is needed to create this balance and this harmony. Okay, this is to do with your outer, I think, and your outer and your inner self. And then yes, after this death has taken place, this transformation, we have effortless solar plexus energy. It's like you're on the brink of it. Lovely. So what I want to do now, I want to get some oracle cards, just to explain what's happening here. I'm going to use this deck, I think. Okay, Spirit. Information about the solar plexus chakra of people in group 3, please. How is it functioning? How is it activating their inner fire at the moment, please? We have merry motive. Wow. And what I'm drawn to again is this golden light. And it's in a sea of blue or green, as we see with the sky here. And it's interesting that this actual dragon has that kind of gold solar plexus energy here. It's surrounded by that blue energy. So I feel a real sense of calm in this card as well. It's power, but there's calm as well. It's like the calm after the storm. I know they say the calm before the storm, but I'm feeling here there's a calm coming after the storm. There's intense power, and then there's calm, and then after that calm comes this intense solar plexus energy. Okay, the storm being all this resistance and all those conflicting energies that you're experiencing at the moment. You might also be getting possibly some physical symptoms as well. You might be feeling quite maybe butterflies in your stomach, might be getting some sort of stomach upsets as well. And there's also to do with a lot of shifting of energies as well. So it might be manifesting physically for some of you. But there is a merry motive behind it. There is a point to it. There is something good coming after it. Please can I have information, some colours in relation to the solar plexus chakra of people in group 3, please, Spirit. Magenta, connect to your deepest inner knowing. I think what they're trying to say is, despite it feeling really, really uncomfortable, there is a deep inner knowing that is coming through, but you have to kind of wait for that shift to occur. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like to ignore all the external things that are going on in the outside world. Okay, that you might be quite apprehensive about as well, as we've seen with this card. It's saying to kind of ignore them and just trust. It's like to trust yourself. And with you trusting yourself, that would enable this transformation to happen. And by trusting yourself, that is also having inner confidence, having the confidence in yourself, in your ideas, in your beliefs, in your knowledge as well. And this would enable that transformation to happen much more quickly. Right, so I'd like to know, please now, Spirit, how is the current state of the solar plexus chakra of people in group 3? How is it affecting their daily life, please? We have the Ace of Wands, followed by the Seven of Swords, followed by the Four of Swords. So yeah, I do really feel that you're kind of hiding away and you're running away and you're feeling quite tired and you're needing to take time to rest at the moment. There might be a bit of possibly sort of like self-denial as well about what's happening. It's like you're not wanting to face something. I think it's possibly for some of you, you have a deep inner knowing that you need to take some sort of action. And it's like your solar plexus, this is like your inner fire. It's like calling you, but for some reason you might have some fear around it or some insecurity. And it's like you're dodging the issue. That's what I see here. And it's like you're taking some time out to rest, and it's like you're resting from the outside world. Okay. So yeah, this could be resting because it feels kind of uncomfortable physically as well, what's going on. But it's high energy what's happening. It's really emphasizing it here because it's such a powerful transformation. It's like a match has been lit inside your solar plexus, and everything's building up and building up. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Okay, anything else, please, for group 2? About their solar plexus chakra, please. How is it affecting their daily lives, please, in their physical reality? We have the Two of Cups, followed by the Emperor, followed by Temperance. What they're saying is that you need to achieve a balance between resting and with the Temperance. It's like alchemizing the resting phase and the action phase as well. And what's happening here, what they're telling me is you have this Emperor behind. So this Emperor, he faces up to everything. He's in charge of everything. He directs everything. He delegates. But he's in complete control. He's ordered. He's structured. And there's a lot of immense firepower behind him. And then you have the Seven of Swords, which is kind of avoiding and skirting around the issue. So it feels like this major arcana, this Emperor energy, is like they're like directing you to face up to something. Like to take them little steps, not to avoid them, because this is what is needed. It's like you're facing some sort of, it's a harsh reality at the moment, but it will do you good in the long run, because at the end of that will be healing. Healing will take place. And also I feel with this Two of Cups, it's possibly joining together with a spirit guide that can help you with this, that can help you channel all this firepower. It's like connecting to possibly a spirit guide as well. It could be another person that can help you through this. It's like you're planning how you're going to go to the next phase. This is what I'm getting with this. Okay, but I feel there's some sort of it's like spirit. You have a strong spirit guide here. I feel your spirit guides are here with the Two of Cups and with the Emperor card. And it's like they're pushing you. And it's making you feel uncomfortable because it's meant to. It's like they're trying to push you. I feel they're trying to push you out of a comfort zone that you are in the moment. And I feel that is probably what they're telling me is that it's vital for you to push through this comfort zone. Maybe take, small risks. Talk to somebody, whatever it is, doesn't matter what, we're talking about baby steps, it doesn't have to be massive things. But it's something that can't be left, it needs to be dealt with. Okay, interesting. Let's get some information about this. Okay, how is this affecting their daily lives, please? And people in group 2, their solar plexus chakra. Healing, yes. There is healing that is going to take place, but I think what they're telling me is that you need to have a bit of balance. You need to have time for yourself and time to actually take them little steps and take them little actions that build up to something much bigger. Okay, but it does feel uncomfortable because it's an intense transformation to go on that is happening, but at the same time you are being healed. Okay, this lovely blue calming color as we have with this dragon as well. And it's also that there's an awareness within you, maybe subconsciously or consciously to some extent, that there is a firepower within you, like a will, a determination that needs to be released. And it might be causing you some kind of anxiety because you might be feeling that you're not actually doing it, you're not actually releasing it, and it might be causing you some kind of anxiety which might be making you very, very tired with the process. And I think what it's saying is just stick with the process and you are getting healing as a result of it. Okay, anything else, please? How is it affecting their daily lives, please, Spirit? The solar plexus chakra. People in group 2. Okay. Sorry, I meant people in group 3, sorry. So we have bearing fruit. Yeah. There's like there's roots being formed. Again, when it's like destruction of the old and planting seeds of the new. There's something special that is coming after this, but it's just sticking with the process. There's a long healing process going on, but it will happen. This is what it's saying to me. Okay. What I want to know now, please, Spirit, have you got any practical advice or tips for people in group 3 in regards to how they can activate this inner fire of their solar plexus chakra, please? Anything they can do to improve how they're doing it or anything like that, really. Remove them blockages, restore that balance, please. We have Temperance card again. Lovely. The Hermit. Okay. And the Hanged Man. Now, this is very interesting. Now, I said, yes, I did say about taking them little baby steps, and they are baby steps. What they're telling you is not to rush out and feel that you have to do everything now, to face all your fears, to do everything now. What they're telling me is that rather than skirting around the issue and not facing up to it, they want you to kind of, when you are in that kind of that meditative or resting phase, they want you to really, really undergo a deep analysis. They really want you to reflect on yourself, really connect to your inner self, your inner knowing. That's really, really important. And also, this to me is, you're also doing that. It's kind of a surrender as well. You're surrendering to help and support from the spiritual realms and from spirit. And it's like you're surrendering, you're enabling. It's like they want you to stop resisting that change that is happening. It's to allow it, it's to surrender to it as well. And this to me is, the Hanged Man is to do with the 12th house. It's like connecting to the other realms, really. So it's really taking that time out rather than just kind of, maybe, rest, just rest, but that's fine. But also meditate with that, or take that time to connect maybe, with your spirit guides. Also, it's interesting that we have 2 angel cards here, and this is actually the Archangel Michael, I believe. And he's to do with, protection, courage, things like that. But he's also healing you through that. So I think what it's telling me to do is to really reflect in yourself and really reflect on where your inner power lies and what you need to build it, and asks for Archangel Michael's help in doing this, in helping you with this alchemical process. Okay. So what it's telling me is about fruitful rest. That's what I would say. But also not to skirt on the issue, to face up to the changes that you are going through. Okay. I'd like some more information about this, please. Any practical tips or advice for people in group 3 on how they can improve the balance of their solar plexus chakra to activate that inner fire, please? It's interesting as well, we had the card connect to your deepest inner knowing. And it's actually telling you here, you couldn't get any deeper than the Hermit, followed by the Hanged Man as well. Okay. Just really emphasizing that here. And we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, just as a little reminder, a little prompt. I do believe that that is some sort of energetic spirit guide who is trying to help you through this. We have the Queen of Swords, followed by, wow, the Ten of Cups, followed by the Seven of Wands. Okay. Yeah, again, this to me is about resistance. So it's about surrendering, really, as we have this Hanged Man. Surrender, try not to resist. Just allow the process to happen naturally. Allow that healing to take place naturally. And what will happen is you will come to a much greater sense of clarity. Things will start to clear. And this, to me, is also representative of the blockages in your solar plexus chakra clearing as well. Okay, because it's to do basically, what they're trying to tell me is that you're working on your mind. Your mind, they're telling me, is directly connected to your solar plexus chakra. So by clearing your mind, in terms of making things more clear, working on your perception of things, trying to get away from that sort of anxious, fear-based thinking, which is obviously easier said than done. What they're telling me, by doing that, things will start to clear and you'll start to build up that confidence. Okay. And yes, this is wonderful. This is complete emotional fulfillment, really. This is Ten of Cups. This is complete a sense of joy and a sense of belonging, and also community as well, which is what I see with this. And this is after that stage of deep self-reflection. Also as well, it's like you're tuning into something, which I see with this rainbow. It's like you're tuning into a really, really high frequency. A spiritual frequency as well. And I see this Hanged Man as also tuning in, and he's receiving the transmissions via his, I believe that's his third eye and his crown chakra. Okay, so that's really, really important for you. It's like if you allow yourself to think clearly, to connect clearly through your mind, through your third eye as well, things will start to become more illuminated for you, and it will clear a path for you. And this will help to unblock your solar plexus chakra, and it will start to enable clear things, so these spirit guides can come through and help you with boosting that inner confidence, that inner fire as well. Okay, so I would like some more tips, please, from Spirit about how group 3 can do this. Wow, we have fire, passion. Yeah, this is lovely. I feel that when you're meditating, it's possibly quite good. I feel that this is about meditating, and it's about focusing on the things that make you truly feel passionate, that make you feel excited, that make you feel interested, that make you feel happy as well. It's really focusing on the things that ignite a passion in you. Again, we have this Ace of Wands, which is the igniter of the inner fire, and then we have the inner fire. So really focus on what makes you feel, passionate. It's what it's saying is stop skirting around, stop avoiding it. This is like existing day to day, without really focusing on the things you want to do, your goals, what you really, really like. What it's saying is start to focus on you now. Start to focus on things that you really love to do, and that will ignite the inner fire. And one last word of advice, please, Spirit. We have take a walk. Yeah, remember I talked about them little steps. So it could be just that little step. It could be just walking on the block. It could be anything. Okay. Maybe, sitting out in the garden, something like that. Something that connects you, something that stimulates your senses. I think it's about getting stimulation from the outside world. And it's like taking notice of things, and that will start to stimulate your inner fire. It's like getting inspiration from things that are external to you. That's what I feel that they're saying here. Okay, well, thank you, Group 3, for tuning in. I hope some of that made sense or resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please feel free also to leave any comments as well. Okay, thank you very much, and goodbye. Hello, Group 4, and welcome to your reading. You chose this lovely rose gold dragon, and this reading is about your solar plexus chakra and how it is activating your inner fire. So I'll be looking at any blockages or imbalances in your sacral chakra, how this is affecting your daily life, and I'll be asking Spirit for any practical tips and advice as to what you can do to improve the flow of energy through the solar plexus chakra, being that removing any blockages and restoring any balance, so that you're able to activate your inner fire in a much more positive way through your solar plexus chakra. Okay, so let us begin. So firstly, I'm going to ask, Spirit, please can you tell me some information about the solar plexus chakra of people in Group 4, please, and how it is activating their inner fire. Please tell me about any blockages or any imbalances as well, please. Okay. We have the Hanged Man, followed by the Two of Cups, followed by the Two of Pentacles. I just feel the word that came to me is stasis. I feel that you are in a state of stasis at the moment, this chakra. And it might feel quite stagnated, but I feel there's a lot of balance going on with it as well. And I feel that Spirit is directly involved in this as well. It's interesting that we've got the number 2 here and the number 2 here as well. So I feel that there's definitely some emotional balance going on as well. Your emotions are being balanced. Spirit is helping you with that. And I just feel that this card, this Two of Pentacles, represents the balances that are taking place. And it could be your solar plexus chakra with an adjacent chakra or maybe another chakra in the body as well. So it could be the sacral. I'm feeling it could be sacral, crown, third eye, them kinds of chakras, especially as we have this Hanged Man energy. So I really feel that you're feeling that you're in stasis, but you are connected to something very, very quite high powered in doing this. And I feel that it's probably connected to your crown chakra. There was some sort of connection there as well, which is very, very interesting. But yeah, there's stuff going on, but I think it's balanced at the moment, but it feels like things are not moving at the moment with that particular chakra. You might feel a bit kind of a bit like you're stuck in the mud in some sort of way, but that's because there is some sort of shifting of energies taking place within that chakra. Okay, anything else you want to say about the solar plexus chakra or people in Group 4, please? What just came to me is I got the sentence, it's like it's going through the dormant phase before the inner fire is unleashed. That's what I was just thinking as I was shuffling. Okay, so yeah, here's a fire about to be unleashed, and this is the dormant phase. Okay, and it's waiting to be unleashed, but there needs to be a dormant phase first. And then we have Wheel of Fortune. Wow. This is powerful stuff. And wow, then we have the Judgment card. So definitely there is some sort of connection with your crown or the upper third eye crown chakra with your solar plexus chakra. I believe that Spirit is connecting you to another part of yourself. It's possibly some sort of information or some part of yourself that existed in another life, a previous life. Something probably that's held in the Akashic records for you as well, some sort of information. And I think what's happening is that Spirit is kind of downloading this information. It's that they're downloading this information through your crown chakra. Okay, it's like it needs to happen first so that you can move. And what I feel from this, I feel it's kind of, I'm seeing this Two of Pentacles. He looks like a clockwork toy, and he's sort of stuck at the moment. But once your chakra, the solar plexus chakra, gets an information from Spirit, okay, it will start to move again, and the balance will occur again. So definitely a state of dormancy is occurring because you are getting intense downloads from Spirit, and it's to do with the previous life or another part of yourself. It could be your higher self, it could be another part of your soul, but Spirit is trying to give you information about that in order to, it's like they're trying to give you more information. And what I feel is that you'll suddenly click, and then this will start to build up the fire in the right way, so you unleash the fire in the right way. That's what I'm feeling from this. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, I would like some information about this. What is actually happening, please, in the solar plexus chakra of people in group 4? The Oracle's gift. Yes. It's like you're getting psychic information that is, and it's a gift basically. It's making you more wise before you take action. It's like you're given the fuel and the ammunition to make that fire more productive before you unleash it. That's what I feel is happening here. So yeah, this is what we're talking about. This is something very, very high level. So I believe a lot of you in this group are probably very, very psychic. You're very, very tuned into your higher selves. I think it might be quite useful to look into your past lives, seeing as if there's some sort of information that you can gather from it. That might be quite good for you as well. Wow. I'd like to know a bit about the color, please. Any colors associated with the energy in your solar plexus chakra, please. Oh, wrong way. Okay, we have green. Revitalize your nervous system. I just see the color green is very, very calming. And also the color green is associated also with the heart chakra, as we have the Two of Cups here. But it's like a calmness that needs to happen at the moment. It might be quite frustrating, but there is kind of a calmness in your solar plexus. That fire needs to be built up. It's not quite ready. It's not quite time until you've had all the information, until your energetic body has had all the information. This is what I'm getting here. Wow. Okay, interesting. I'd like to know, please, Spirit, how is the state of the solar plexus chakra of people in group 4, how is it affecting their daily physical life, please? Okay, we have 7 of Swords, followed by the 4 of Pentacles, followed by the 9 of Cups. So I feel that you are feeling quite frustrated and that things aren't moving anywhere. And you're feeling quite blocked, you're feeling quite heavy. And it's like you're waiting and you're getting bored of waiting. And I get for some of you might be feeling, oh, what's the point of this? It's like you haven't got the energy, you haven't got the momentum at the moment. You're probably not understanding, you're feeling what's wrong, why haven't I got this motivation, why aren't things working out? Why don't I have this drive or this energy? And that's possibly sending you in, I'm getting the sense that you're being sent into kind of a tailspin where you're going into sort of autopilot mode and you're just existing day to day. And it's making you feel quite blocked. All right. I will get more information about this Nine of Cups energy, but I do think it's to do with, I feel it's to do with comfort zones, feeling you're in your comfort zone too much and you're stagnating too much. And there's a sense of being blocked and frustrated because of it. You feel like you're not moving anywhere. Okay. Some more information about this, please. How is it affecting their daily lives, please? The solar plexus chakra of people in group 4. Have the Five of Swords, followed by the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the High Priestess. Yeah, what it's emphasizing to me, well, first of all, what I see here, this is like the outer workings or the outer result of what's going on. You're feeling frustrated, you're not getting anywhere, and it's making you feel quite possibly frustrated with the outer world as well. Possibly your awareness is increasing as well, and you're getting this frustration with the outer world and the way things are going, and you're possibly feeling quite detached from it, feeling that you maybe don't have a place in the outer world, or you're not living up to your full potential, and this again is sending you into that tailspin of just existing day to day. But what it's telling me is underneath the surface, even though you're feeling really, really blocked, there was a lot of work going on. And in this instance, in your reading, I see these pentacles as your chakras. So going from your earth star, the root, and then we're going all the way up to your crown, your soul star, and so on. And what is interesting, actually, I didn't pick up on this, but if you notice, say this was the root, and that was the sacral chakra. This third one would be the solar plexus. That's really interesting. So what it's telling me, there is work going on the third chakra, which is your solar plexus chakra. It's like you're hammering away at it. There's frustration, things aren't shifting, but they are, but it's on an energetic level. And this will lead to something physical and productive, but you're not seeing it yet. You're just feeling the blockages associated with it, but there is work going on this particular chakra. Okay, they've chosen to represent it in this kind of way, which is very, very interesting, actually. It's like to give you assurance, right? Even though you feel blocked, there is work going on, and Spirit is helping you with this. And even though it feels quite stagnated, you're in your comfort zone, things aren't changing, what is happening is they're telling me that you should trust your intuition. By trusting your intuition, you are connecting to the truth. You're connecting to spirit. You're connecting to that thing from your past life or from the other part of your soul that needs to come through. What that is doing, the more you connect to that, the more things will start to feel natural to you, and then you'll be able to ignite that fire, activate that fire of your solar plexus chakra in a more focused way that feels more aligned with who you are. Okay. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to choose this deck, I think. So how is this affecting their daily lives, please? Their solar plexus chakra of people in group 4. Patience. Yeah, they're telling you just have patience. Things are happening. Just sit there in the moment, have the patience. Things are underway. Things are going on. They're telling me, don't worry. Don't worry about what's going on around you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Just focus on yourself. That power is building up. But there's important information that needs to be downloaded first. Wow. And it's interesting as well, we have the number 2 here for this card, and we also have the number 2 for these 2 cards as well. So I do feel there's some sort of other force, some sort of other power involved, and it is about balancing, and it's about previous information that needs to come through to help you with the solar plexus chakra in this lifetime. Okay, anything else? Let's have a look. Anything else you want to say about how it's affecting their daily life, please, Spirit? Yes, solar plexus chakra, people in group 4. Awakening genius. Wow. Yeah, this is wonderful. Yeah, you're kind of sitting in that power, you're waiting, but something really deep is evolving, something really deep. And yes, you're awakening genius. You're getting more knowledge about yourself. It's like things are slotting into place. Things are starting to make more sense. Your perceptions are starting to broaden. You're actually seeing things from a different perspective in a way that you never saw them before. And this is what's happening. Okay. But it just feels a bit frustrated at the moment. And what's happening, because you happen to be in that sort of stasis at the moment, as I said, there's that feeling of dormancy or status. It is what is required before your solar plexus can be fully activated. Okay, so what I'd like to know now, Spirit, what can people in group 4, what can they do to kind of help to unblock, restore the balance of their solar plexus chakra in order to activate their inner fire, please? Have Page of Swords, the Lovers, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, and I just thought it's like saying don't resist. Because what's happening, it's like you're waiting for that message. It's like you're going to get that aha moment. You're waiting for the aha, I can't even talk, the aha moment, like that moment of clarity to come through. It's like you'll probably get like a message or something that will come through to you in some way. And it's also saying to connect with spirit in that it's like that frequency of love. Connect to that frequency of love. Possibly connect to your subconscious, your unconscious. Really try and connect to that high frequency energy, and loads of healing will actually happen for you by doing this. And this, to me, this is like the root of your soul, of what you're here to do, what you're meant to do. So basically what they're saying is wait for information before you move. Don't worry so much about feeling that you're not moving anywhere. Okay. So, anything else you want to say about this? Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, followed by the Lovers card, followed by the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, so what it's saying is, it's like slow and steady wins the race. It feels slow, but kind of go with it. And yes, there is a need to pause and have that inner deep reflection. Connect to your intuition, connect to your psychic senses, because they will really work and really help you to connect with the angelic realms. And by connecting to the angelic realms, to connect into to higher vibrations, to that frequency of love, what will happen is things will start to clear, things will start to unblock, and this firepower, this energy will start to flow through your solar plexus chakra much more effortlessly, because you have all the information needed to go on. It's much more targeted, it's much more aware. Okay. Wow. I love the way they've presented this as well, how Spirit has shown the state of your solar plexus chakra. So what I want to do now, I want to get some more information, just a last couple of oracle cards just to show this. So anything people can do in group 4, please, for their solar plexus chakra. Athame boundaries. I feel that it's like you're cutting through boundaries with this kind of metaphorical knife. But this is like, to me, it's like the sword of truth. This is what I'm seeing here. And it's mixed with that fire energy of your solar plexus. So what I think is happening is, by being in this sort of meditative, reflective state, you're going to cut through the boundaries between the physical world now and the spiritual, non-physical realm. And this is where that sword of truth, that information will start to come through. And this will start to kind of open a portal for all this, this fire energy to come through. That's what it's telling me here. And one last card, please, for group 4. Any practical tips and advice for them, please? Create art. I just saw this is possibly you're cutting through boundaries to get information. For those of you who are artists, even if you're not an artist, possibly the medium of kind of connecting, clairvoyance. If you have the gift of clairvoyance, as you probably do, or any of the clairs really, and possibly trying to connect that and kind of drawing or painting what you see or what you feel might be quite beneficial to you. It's like some sort of, or any sort of creative outlet. It could be music, it could be anything, something that's creative and something that connects you. Because what will probably happen is you'll get these messages from spirit that want to come through, these downloads, but it might be useful for some of you, if not a lot of you, to actually try and reproduce that in some sort of creative endeavor. Whether it be drawing a picture, it could be anything, it could be sculpture, anything like that. It could be doing something in the garden, and then it will give you some sort of clarity. I believe you'll get some sort of clarity through doing something creative. And this will be a big step to actually unblocking and restoring the balance of that solar plexus chakra in a way that is really, really positive for you. And you will be activating that fire, inner fire, in a really, really positive, aligned way as well. Very powerful reading, group 4. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe. Please feel free to comment as well below. Again, thank you very much for tuning in, and goodbye.